Big upset there. San Diego over Minnesota 13-7. Bears fan looks a little bit chilly, but hanging in there. Her team is in front.
So the Vikings are now 7-5, and of course the Packers, if they can beat Denver, they play Denver tomorrow night. That's
today, coming up later, and our friends in the Atlanta market will be seeing that game at the conclusion of this one here. Thomas's kickoff taken by Pearson at the goal line. Pearson over the 20 takes a hard shot, but holds on to the ball at the 22-yard line. And it was Bruce Herron, number 51, who really popped him. He's been quite a find since joining the Bears after the season began on waivers from Miami. He was hurt last year while playing for the Dolphins. Second-year man from Colorado, and has really been doing a good job since joining Chicago, mainly on the special teams, but now getting some playing time in Doug Buffone's spot. Although Buffone is in now. First down, Atlanta. Haskell stand back over the 25. Campbell and Reeves on the tackle. Got about 4.
He's got a little running room here, but it's Don Reeves, 57, that makes the block as he gets by Page. But there's 57 with the ankle tackle. Mike Hartenstein makes sure of the tackle as they have a 2nd down 7 situation.
Steve Bartkowski having a fine afternoon for Atlanta. He's the quarterback, stand back and being the runners. That's complete to Jim Mitchell, the tight end. Gary Campbell, the linebacker, on the coverage. And it's right near that first down marker. Let's see what they give him here. We look at the score from New England, and they have just edged the Jets 19-17. Little turnaround from the walloping they gave the Jets a couple of weeks ago. We want to remind people about that Green Bay-Denver game. It'll be going into the Atlanta area. Reminder to our Chicago viewers, because we are able to bring you this game here. The second game will not be seen in the Chicago area. But Johnny Morris will be along with a special post-game show for you at the conclusion of our telecast. Bubba Bean carrying for the Falcons and stopped by Osborne after a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Green Bay Denver, as Johnny pointed out, an important game now. That loss to San Diego by Minnesota. The Packers wilting a bit last couple of games, and got to be inspired by that score. 2nd down. Atlanta. Bubba Bean spins away from Alan Page, but Jerry Myers does the job, number 74. Right at the line of scrimmage, he got maybe a yard.
Jerry Myers, number 74, is having his best game of the year, getting to play more than he usually does, and is responding very well. Went to high school here in the Chicago area, went on to Northern Illinois University. Says he loves to play. He's getting to play today.
Hart has not been in there since back, I believe, late in the first period, Johnny. Has not returned.
He's really banged up.
He's had a number of nagging injuries, and I don't think it's any one more thing today that's knocked him out. 3rd down. Bartkowski trying to get the first down. The Bears are coming on the blitz, and what a catch by Rickman. Billy Rickman is stopped by Livers after he got up, but he has the first down on a
tummy, so if you fall, it's not going to come out. Get up and run if nobody hits you, and Mr. Rickman did that.
Our wide receiver Johnny Morris telling you how it's done.
There's the final score. Tampa Bay over Buffalo, 31-10.
Tampa Bay pulls to 5 wins, 7 losses. Haskell stand back. Got maybe 2, and it was Myers again on the tackle. He might be hard to dislodge over there at that left end position. He normally is a defensive tackle, getting his opportunity out there where Hart plays. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Falcons now in Chicago territory. They trail 13-7. Rickman wide left. Stand back to the 45 of Chicago. Hard running for about 4 yards.
There's a Chicago Bear fan with his partner, Baby Bear. Which one's the bear there?
Yeah, that head could fit on that body, no question about that. That was Ray Strong, number 25, getting a chance to run. Not stand back 24, the rookie from Nevada, Las Vegas, 13th pick this year. Ray Strong seeing action mainly on the special teams.
Oh,
good defensive play. Stand back, pulled down by Gary Campbell, number 59, slicing in and got him behind the line of scrimmage, forcing Atlanta to punt.
there it is, kind of a semi-draw, and Campbell on the blitz just picked it off. No gain. The Falcons must punt.
John James standing on his 40. He is number 6. The deep man for the Bears is Virgil Livers at the 15. Fair catch signaled and caught over there by Bashnagel right at the 15-yard line. So Chicago will start from there, having stopped the Atlanta drive. And we're down to 2:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Well, tonight on CBS, start the evening with the always fascinating 60 Minutes, and then enjoy comedy on All in the Family and Alice. Then stand by as America's favorite redhead returns to conquer the Grand Ole Opry. Watch Lucy Comes to Nashville. Then tense drama on Dallas rounds out the evening. So catch it all on CBS tonight. Colin Harper. Harper driving hard for about 5-6 yards. Loose ball. Harper gets loose. It sounded like play had been called, and it had. We heard the whistle. I guess Harper didn't initially. They called him stopped. He ran hard for about 6 yards, then squirted out of the pack. And the fans, of course, here in Chicago, unhappy with the whistle. Bailey and Yates, the men to stop him.
Well, here comes Harper. He stopped there, and then spins out of it. The officials say they blew the whistle. I didn't hear it, but they must have blown the whistle and called him back.
Yeah, I heard the whistle,
Did you?
John, but I question whether it should have been blown that quickly. That was one of those situations where, was he really stopped at that point? And a replay, it appeared he was not, but the referee saw it differently. It is 2nd down and 5. Harper again. Harper is hit hard by Mike Lewis, number 69. Got just back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. They're going to give him about a half a yard. So it's going to be about 4.5 to go. Bears with a 6-point lead would like to keep possession of the ball here. Time winding down, 3rd period. It's at their own 21-yard line. Fawina comes in and Bailey goes out defensively.
Walter Payton, 14 carries for 28 yards. Not too much today.
Atlanta defensively has just shut him down. Plain and simple. Swing pass, Harper. Harper gets the block from Sorey. Harper over the 40 out at the 41-yard line, while Lawrence on the tackle. Fine 3rd down play, perfectly executed. 1st down, Chicago.
Roland Harper proving once again why he's one of the best running backs in the NFL as far as heavy-duty running backs, because he can move when he gets out in the open field. He's got 665 yards so far this year, and finally knocked out of bounds by Lawrence.
Kuykendall, a man knocked out of there by Sorey, and perfectly timed block. That's the kind of play that makes the offense and coaching staff smile from ear to ear. 1st down, Bears at the 41. Play action. James Scott, and he is separated from the ball. On the coverage was Rick Bias, the cornerback, number 38. Perfectly timed hit.
Perfect pass, perfect pattern, but perfect defense as Bias really lays the wood to James Scott right as the ball makes contact with the body, and he really hits him, and that's the way you try to knock a pass down and also intimidate a wide receiver. And some receivers are more intimidatable, is there such a word? Intimidable than others, but James Scott is not.
More likely to be intimidated. Long way around that one, I think. Golden Richards is back in the game for Chicago. Bashnagel had been in his position, but Richards ready to go again after taking a tough hit not too long ago. Payton, blockers in front. Dancing, 1st down. sideline, pushed out finally at the 31-yard line of Atlanta. And that brings an approving roar from the crowd. It was Reed and Lawrence finally knocking him out. And the Bears are on the move.
They beat the delayed blitz as Walter comes from the other side of the backfield, picks up his lineman out front. Dan Neal, Noah Jackson, Reevy Sori, 69 throwing a block. McLean misses. Peyton heads for the sidelines, follows Noah Jackson, finally knocked out of bounds by Lawrence, 22. And Reed was there too, but the Bears got a first down on the 32-yard line of the Falcons.
Richards out, Bashnagel in. Bashnagel goes wide left. James Scott comes wide right. 1:02 remaining third quarter. Bears lead by 6. Tim Ryan and Johnny Morris at Soldier Field in Chicago. Roland Harper pulling his way. Pridemore had a piece of him, couldn't bring him down. He needed help from Kuykendall and Brezina. And Harper picked up close to 8.
The Bears score on this drive. They've got the Falcons really on the go, already leading 13-7.
Falcons opened the scoring. They led 7-0 on the Bartkowski to Jim Mitchell pass. The Bears have scored 13 unanswered points, and they are threatening again. The ball at the 26-yard line, second and about 3.5. Peyton, inside hole, looks to have the first down. Bailey and Brezina on the tackle. 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Robin Earl and Cobb come in to, well, now Neil Armstrong calls him back. Third and short, they usually go to a double tight end offense and put big Robin Earl, a fullback, up on the wing for added blocking. Time ticking away now as we see that the Eagles have come back to beat the Giants. 19-7, that's a final. And the clock clicks to 0. That's the end of the third quarter with the score: the Chicago Bears 13, the Atlanta Falcons 7. We now pause for a word from your local station.
Be watching as a dedicated newspaper editor takes an eye-opening look at what life in a ghetto school is really like when the Reverend Jesse Jackson makes a surprise appearance in Lou Grant tomorrow night on CBS.
Start your Sunday evening viewing with 60 Minutes. Then a fight to the finish over money on All in the Family. Next, Mel's Thanksgiving runs afoul of the law on Alice. Then Lucy comes to Nashville. And on Dallas.
You may not be the father of our baby.
You tell me. It all starts at 7, 6 Central and Mountain.
We gave you this final score earlier. Joe Pizarczyk had scored, thrown 2 touchdown passes to give the Giants an early 14-0 lead. But with 20 seconds left, he fumbled the ball. Cornerback Herman Edwards of the Eagles picked it up, ran it in 20 yards for what turned out to be the winning score for Philadelphia, 19-17. And the Eagles are back in the playoff pictures. It is a 7-5 record for them now. And for the first down, Avellini going straight ahead on 3rd and short. And let's see whether he got it or not.
He got it.
He got it. So the Bears threatening here. They lead by 6, and they are now down near the 20-yard line of Atlanta. So that NFC East, Johnny, gets a little more interesting. Washington losing last we heard. Dallas winning. Philadelphia winning. Atlanta with a little more total offense than Chicago, but it's been pretty close in that department. But Atlanta on the short end of the score after leading early. First down. Chicago threatening again. Peyton, and blasting in was Wilson Fauina, and that forced him wide where he didn't want to go, and Jeff Yates put the tackle on him, number 79. Loss of 2. Boy, they just really given Peyton all kinds of trouble today.
Yes, most of Peyton's yardage has been on a couple 3 pass receptions where they get him out in the flat, not off the run, but off the short pass, and that's where he's been very valuable. He had 40 pass receptions going into this game.
Just 27 yards rushing today on 16 carries. Wide left comes Scott. Wide right goes Richards. Second and about 12.
Watch out for James Scott there.
Avellini looking for him. Avellini now out, and it's almost picked off by McLean, the extra linebacker intended for Harper, and McLean had a lot of green ahead of him.
James Scott was trying to find, Avellini was trying to find Scott, and he dumped his pass off to the fullback Harper, and McLean almost had it and would have gone right down the sidelines. Harper got a hand up there and kind of jerked at it there, what prevented him from catching the ball, but that's the kind that can really break a team's back. As it is, it's a third down situation.
Daschnagel brings in the play. Richards comes out. Third down. The ball at the 24-yard line of Atlanta. Now a little bit of a mix-up here. Avellini has to sort it out with Harper. 4 seconds left on the delay clock, but they get the play off. He's dumped. There was nobody on number 59. Robert Pennywell, the middle linebacker. He had a free lane to dump Avellini all the way back to the 33-yard line.
There he is, as fast as he can get there. Avellini had no chance. You knew that play was going to be a busted play when they had trouble getting set up and everybody trying to scramble to get it off before the 4 seconds.
Here's Avellini talking it over with Coach Armstrong and Walter Payton. I assume one of those backs was supposed to pick up that blitzing middle linebacker. 4th down. Parsons gets it away from the 44-yard line of Atlanta, and it bounces at the 10 and will be down by Wentford Gaines at the 2-yard line. A flag down on the play. It looks like it's going to be against the Bears.
It may be interference with the receiver. I'm not sure.
Let's see what referee Tunney has to tell us about it when they march it off against Chicago all the way out to the 24-yard line. A break for the Falcons there. A good punt by Parsons. Interference against the Bears as the Falcons were trying to return the punt. So Atlanta will have first down out at the 24, and we have 13:29 remaining in regulation time. Chicago leading 13-7.
When you farm your own land, the work never ends, but you do it with pride and all the strength you can muster. But now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. America's quality beer. Miller High Life.
When it's time to relax, one beer stands clear. Beer after beer. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
Our little cats from Lincoln Mercury are tough on competition. Starting with October 6th production, our Bobcat has more standard equipment than last year. And Bobcat's sticker price, as shown, is $38.40. Yet comparably equipped, it's $181 less than a $78. Great, Bobcat. Our Monarch has handsome styling, luxuriously equipped, and it's right engineered. Monarch's price, just $45.58. That's class, Monarch. You'll find big values at the sign of the little cat.
Some pretty and brave ladies, the Chicago Honey Bears, down there braving the cold temperatures to keep the enthusiasm of the fans and the Chicago Bears alive. It is Atlanta ball. First down at their own 24-yard line. They trail by 6. We're in the 4th period. This is Haskell's standback. And Jerry Myers again denies him the corner, dropping him for about a yard loss. Bears had gotten into the 21-yard line, Johnny, on that last drive before misfortune took over and that tough Falcons defense.
And they wound up with no points.
It is 2nd and about 11. Bartkowski wants to throw. Sideline to Rickman, complete. Away from 2 tacklers. Finally pulled down by Buffon rather rudely. A first down for little Billy Rickman, and he's a tough cookie, getting up a little slow from that shot. But he has the first down out over the 40-yard line at the 41.
Nice pattern by Rickman. He went down, came back, and then dodged 2 defensive backs. And fortunately for the Bears, Buffon chased the play from the short side and made a saving tackle. And that's why you have to always keep running, because you never know what's going to happen. There's the final score. St. Louis upset Washington 27-17.
Well, the Cardinals really coming alive, and the Redskins slipping. Bartkowski now 10 of 17. First down. This is Ray Strong trying to cut back in, but Fensick coming up from the safety position got him right at the line of scrimmage, held him to about a yard gain. Ray Strong, number 25, is in for Bubba Bean, who has a slight muscle pull. We don't know whether he'll be back or not. A leg muscle pull.
The Bears bring in Winford Gaines and Bruce Heron, their pass defensive lineup, as Buffon and Don Reeves come out of the lineup. So they're expecting a pass.
Alfred Jackson brought the play in. He's wide right, number 85. And they give it to Stanback. He's got a good hole. Almost got away from Livers. And was finished off by Walterscheid over the 50-yard line into Bears territory and close to the first down. Good call by Atlanta.
It looks like it might be a touch short.
They're going to measure. We have 11:15 remaining regulation time. Tim Ryan and Johnny Morris getting a little cool here at Soldier Field. The shadows lengthening on the field. Stanback has rushed for 37 yards on 13 carries, and when Bubba Bean left the game, he had 61 yards on 17 carries for Atlanta. Fine afternoon for Bubba Bean. Atlanta fans can hope that he's not too severely injured, and apparently is not.
It's a 3rd down 1 situation. Reminds you of the old days, the Green Bay Packers. Bart Starr coming up, 3rd and 1, brings the back out of the backfield, touchdown. We'll see what the Falcons do.
Third and short at the 49-yard line of Chicago. Stanback, and he has the first down. Stanback just straight ahead, blocking from Van Note and Dave Scott. Reeves made the tackle.
Out of the I formation, Stanback takes the ball, heads right into that line, follows Strong, leaps, and gets the first down for Atlanta.
Jackson wide right, Rickman wide left. Bartkowski intended for Strong. He can't hold on. Ray Strong, the rookie from Nevada, Las Vegas. Another of the backs on the small size for Atlanta, 5'9", 184. They don't have a real big guy. George Franklin, the big one at 6'3", 226, but he doesn't get to play too much.
Ricky Patton is bringing a play in for the Atlanta Falcons.
Second down. Let's see what Atlanta does here. They trail by 6. We're in the final period.
Oh,
draw play. Strong running hard. Has the first down. Boy, was he moving. Campbell pulled him down from behind. First down, Falcons.
He didn't look like a back on the little side on that one, as he got good blocking in the interior of the line. Jeff Van Note takes down Muckensturm. The beautiful tackle, 57 on 58. And Strong got through there, and finally a host of Bears, Walterscheid being one, knock him down. But it's another first down for the Falcons.
Good acceleration by Strong, getting a chance to run with the leg muscle injury to Bubba Bean. First down. Ricky Patton. Patton stopped by Myers and by Walterscheid. Walterscheid playing in Doug Plank's place, getting a lot of action today. Good run by Ricky Patton, picked up close to 7.
13-10 Seattle over Kansas City. That's in the 4th quarter. Lehman Bennett says he likes to send in the plays because for many reasons, but one is that they know where the play is going to go. If they send it in, they can watch and observe and see who does what. Whereas if they don't know what the call is, it's harder for the coaches to analyze.
2nd and 3. Patton again. What a hole. Look at him go. So the substitute backs for the Falcons doing the job on this drive. Finally pulled down by Fensick, but another Atlanta first down at the 16-yard line of Chicago. A converted touchdown would send the Atlanta Falcons back in front. 9:04 remaining regulation time.
See, where did this drive start? The 30?
You got me. I'm trying to remember, but it was
the
back at
25
about.
or 30. It's
That's
been
right.
a nice long drive.
That's right. We have our statistician pull her up for us. 25-yard line is where it started, and Atlanta moving it well. Strong.
Oh,
Good blocking. Ray Strong, as his running mate Patton pushed a Bear out of the way before Campbell and Buffon finally pulled him down. He picked up about 5 yards. The Green Bay-Denver game is underway, and the Pack leads at 3-0 in the first period. Fans in the Atlanta area will be going to that game at the conclusion of our telecast here. Due to the blackout rules, the Bears fans in the Chicago area will not be seeing that game, having seen this telecast of a home game. Second and about 5, a little more than 5.
fumble.
Loose ball. Bears have it. Mike Hartenstein, number 73. I don't think Bartkowski ever got to exchange the ball, did he, Johnny?
No, there was a mix-up right from the word go as he pulled out.
Alan
The ball
Page,
popped
I think,
loose.
got
Let's
into
see
it.
what happened here. Here's the center. It looked like the
His
right,
guard,
his left guard.
Dave Scott.
Scott may have hit it with his hand.
That's what it appeared. Dave Scott apparently knocked the ball out of his hands, and Hartenstein has it. The Bears have the ball.
Is your gas doing everything it could for your car? Be sure with STP gas treatment, because it really helps. To keep a carburetor clean, fight rust in the fuel system, it even helps get water out of your gas tank. And it's easy to use. STP gas treatment, it really helps, so try it.
Yeah, for my car, it's STP.
There are lots of batteries out there making all kinds of claims, performing all kinds of demonstrations. We simply say this: the J.C. Penney battery is so powerful, it's warranted for as long as you own your car. If it ever fails to accept and hold a charge, return it with proof of purchase. We'll replace it free. And it never needs water, ever. It's the last battery your car will ever need.
NFL action begins next Sunday with the NFL Today, followed by a full slate of regional games. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
We'll see it one more time, John. It's kind of unusual. Watch number 70, the left guard.
He knocks the ball loose from Bartkowski. The ball bounces up, and Alan Page is there, and so is Bartkowski. But the ball pops loose, and there's 73. Hartenstein says, look, Mom, there it is. He's got it, and he takes off for it, and the Bears have the ball.
Tough break for the Falcons, who had a very nice offensive series going. Walter Payton straight ahead, gets out near the 25-yard line. Picked up about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tom Pridemore, the safety, number 27, on the tackle. Well, these Falcons without an outstanding defensive back, and Ray Easterling is on injured reserve. But they have done very well without him. Lawrence and Bias on the corners particularly, and Lawrence with 5 interceptions. That's first in the NFC. Pridemore and Reed have been outstanding at safety. Harper, not too much. Closed up in the middle of that defensive line as the Falcons defense says, hey, we'll get the ball back for the offense. Yates and Kuykendall on that tackle. 3rd down, about 5. Baschnagel comes in, presumably with the play. Richards comes out.
Walter Payton is now 17 carry for 29 yards. His longest run from scrimmage, 6 yards. Now we have a crucial 3rd down situation for the Bears.
I think that might have been his very first carry of the game, that 6-yarder. 3rd down. They give it to Payton. Payton gets the head down, but he is well short as they try the right side, and the Falcons' Dewey McClain, number 52, the extra linebacker, put the hit on him. So again, they stop Payton and the Bears, and Chicago will have to punt. But the Bears lead it 13-7. Fans are booing, but they're not looking at the scoreboard, I guess, Johnny. They are leading it thanks to the block punt by Bruce Herron early in the second half. It led to a 2-yard touchdown by Payton. Billy Rickman, the deep man. Good rush by Atlanta.
Oh,
short punt.
Uh-oh.
Fair catch was signaled, I thought, by Reed.
It was signaled by Reed. He was kind of bumped by somebody, and then they got out of the way, and I guess there's going to be no call, but it ended up being a very short punt.
So it's now at the 46-yard line of Atlanta, where they will start with ample time remaining. 5:56 to go in regulation time.
I always thought my first trip home would feel just like a dream, but I can't shake the memories inside.
If you join the people who've joined the Army, you'll become part of something that becomes a big part of you.
Strength and satisfaction and the help of friends who care. They're memories, they're yours to keep, they're mine to keep and share.
When I press this button, a new era in photography begins. Polaroid introduces Sonar Automatic Focusing. This camera sends out inaudible sound waves that bounce off the subject and return in a split second. The lens automatically rotates to perfect focus. You can get a precisely focused picture every time in minutes at the touch of one button. The new Sonar One Steps from Polaroid, the world's simplest camera.
Golden Richards showing some prowess at another sport, blowing bubbles. When you're ahead, you can blow bubbles. 13-7. Atlanta would like to get back in front. Converted touchdown would do it. They have first down at their own 46. Quickly out to Rickman. Rickman shakes off a tackle and picks up about 6 before he's hauled down by Rydalch, number 76, and the linebacker Reeves, number 57. 2nd and 4. A little razzle-dazzle there. They try to get the flow to the right, went quickly back. The flare pass out to the left.
You can see the ribbon on the top of the goalpost. It gives you an idea of how much the wind is, but the wind is with the Falcons.
2nd and 4. They're inside Chicago territory again, following the short Parsons punt. Open is Jackson, and he holds on. He nearly dropped it. He had it in his hands. It dropped down. He grabbed it again and has a first down at the Chicago 30-yard line. Terry Schmidt made the tackle.
That quick post, the ball was up high. He got it, then juggled it down into the stomach, brought it in, awaited the hit, and held on to the ball. Good play. The Falcons have a first down on the 30. On the move again. What they have to avoid is another mistake like they made on the last drive. That would kill them at this point.
23-year-old Alfred Jackson, the rookie from Texas. Slot formation left. Out of the eye, it's Ricky Patton. Ran into his own blocker, but got back over the line of scrimmage. Loose ball. Recovered by the Falcons, it appears. So they retain possession. And that was Wallace Francis alertly grabbing the loose ball as Patton dropped it. Patton made a good play after he ran into Strong, who had been knocked back into the backfield by on-rushing Bears. Rydalch comes limping off the field for Chicago. So it'll be 2nd and about 13.
All of a sudden, Atlanta has the dropsies. They've fumbled the ball a couple of times, almost dropped that one pass. They better hang on. Now they have a passing situation.
Rickman wide left, Jackson wide right. Lots of time for Bartkowski, and it's incomplete. Whether there was a mix-up there on the pass route or not, hard to say. Jackson and Mitchell were both over on the right side. The pass was in between them and out of bounds. 3rd down. Well, I guess this becomes the big play of the game for Atlanta with 3:50 to go. They trail by 6. If they can get the ball back, of course, they can always use the Big Ben number. They've been successful with that, but they have only 2 timeouts remaining. Remember, they took that one when Thomas was attempting his field goal try. I would say Lehman Bennett would like to get first down here. Slot formation right. 3 wide receivers are in. Bartkowski intended for Rickman, and it's incomplete. Over the head of Rickman, over the head of Livers and Walterscheid, covering for the Bears.
so far, no field goal team. They may give it a shot on 4th down, figuring with 3:45. Yeah, they are going to give it a shot.
Page and Osborne had the rush on Bartkowski, and he seemed to have enough time to make the play he wanted. A little bit surprised at how deep they went on that pass, John, when they were going for.
Of course, they got
down.
12. They got about 13 yards. They have Mitchell out wide here.
Jim Mitchell, the tight end, is wide right. They're going for it. That brings the crowd alive, inspiring the Bears defense. Incomplete, intended for Wallace Francis. And the Bears have held. Fensick on the coverage. There's Bob Avellini.
There's Mike
Phipps on the phone,
who had an injury before the half and is probably still coming back from that. He doesn't look like he's too sharp right now, but he's listening to the phone. Good play by Gary Fensick. The Bears still lead 13-7.
We're here to remove this dead tree with a Skill Saw brand chainsaw. It's solid state for easy starts, light and controllable, with patented anti-vibration handles and an exclusive inertia chain brake system that works when others won't. Plus, skill, quality, and dependability won't let you down. Skill Saw chainsaws. To do it with confidence, do it with skill. And the exclusive inertia chain brake system that works when others won't.
You're seeing some real tough truck pounding. At Ford's Arizona Proving Ground, we've been testing body and suspension components over a tough durability course for more than 20 years. Truck jarring bumps, mud baths, salt baths, frame twists, uphill poundings. And Ford pickups with twin I-beam suspension are built tough to take it. In fact, Ford test trucks got over 1 million test miles last year. Tough Fords. America's best-selling pickups.
Get ready for Bobby Benton's Rock and Rollers with Penny Marshall, Eric Estrada, and more. It's dance, it's roller skating, it's madness like Grease on Wheels. Coming November 20th.
Bob Avellini is the quarterback for the Bears, who have first down. You see the Bengals in front of Pittsburgh 3-0. This is Walter Payton. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Atlanta wants that ball back. There's 3:30 remaining now. Time running down. Bears would like to get some mileage on the ground here and get a first down or two. They could use up the rest of this game.
I'll say one thing. Payton is not getting very much running room. The offensive line is not blocking all that well because it's not just one man hitting Payton. It's 2 or 3 on gang tacklers, which means that the Atlanta defensive line is just really overpowering the Bears offensive line.
Payton has reached his number in rushing, 34 yards. It is 2nd and 9. Payton tries again the wide side, and they shut him off.
Look at that.
White shirts.
The whole Atlanta team is over there. I can count 7 Atlanta Falcons.
The first one was Merrow, number 75, the right defensive end, with a lot of friends with him. 2:40 left on the clock. 3rd down and 9. Bears lead by 6. Cobb comes in with a play. Daschnagel comes out. They have 2 tight ends in.
The Bears would like to keep this drive alive. Whether Neil Armstrong has sent in a play with the pass to take the risk of something very dangerous happening remains to be seen. It's a passing situation.
Harper breaking over the 40-yard line, but stopped well short. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark, and the Bears will have to punt. So Atlanta, with 2 minutes remaining, will have time to do their thing. They did it last week against New Orleans with far less time remaining. Let's see what they can do when we return to Soldier Field with 2 minutes on the clock.
When you break horses for a living, the worst part is knowing they might break you first. Once you've done your job, the best part is knowing you've turned a terrified animal into a horse a man can count on. And now comes Miller time. Time to ease off and head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life, America's quality beer since 1855.
When it's time to relax, one beer stands clear. Miller Beer. You got the time, we got the beer. Miller Beer.
2 minutes remain to play. Tim Ryan and Johnny Morris at Soldier Field, which is now completely in shadow. It is 3:37 Chicago time. And the Atlanta Falcons will be receiving the punt from the Bears. And will have their opportunity to pull off some last-minute heroics. The Bears defense has other ideas. Remember some key moments in this game. Back in the first half, the Bears stopped the Atlanta Falcons twice from the 1-yard line, preventing a score. And of course, the big blocked punt by Bruce Herron that led to the go-ahead Chicago touchdown by Peyton. That came early in the second half. Parsons hits it from the 31. Short punt, fair caught by Rickman at the 34-yard line. Not bad field position. It used up 5 seconds, and Atlanta will be starting from their own 34. And we'd like to thank our producer Charles Chuckwill for another class act here this afternoon, and our director Marvin Muse, going to make the airport run with us. Associate producer Phil Ruskin from our local Chicago station, doing his usual fine job, and our engineer in charge today has been Dick Shapiro. Technical director Bill Pavarnik, and our outstanding technical crew doing their usual fine job. We thank them. Play action. Bartkowski deep for Francis, incomplete. In and out of his fingers, a little bit high. But John, that's a ball that a guy's got to catch at this stage of the game, wouldn't you say, old wide receiver?
Yes, I would say that's the kind that, even though it was a little bit high, if he could have jumped up there and try and catch that ball up around the top of the pads and the neck or in the stomach some way, just make sure you grab it rather than reaching up for it with 2 hands, because if it gets through the 2 hands, that's it. There's nothing to stop the ball. Key play now at 2nd and 10.
Francis goes out. Jackson comes in with the play. Rickman is wide left. Jackson is wide right. 2nd down, 1:49 on the clock. Bears lead by 6. Bartkowski has time. Sideliner almost picked off by Campbell. Campbell was back there on the coverage with Livers. The pass intended for Rickman. A little underthrown, and Campbell nearly had himself a game-ending intercept.
One of Campbell's best assets is speed and agility, and he got back there deep enough to reach up and knock that ball down. It could have been on the mark there for a 1st down.
3rd down. Big play now for Atlanta. Goes without saying. Mitchell, the tight end, goes out. And they've got 3 wide receivers in.
You have to figure the Falcons have 2 chances. They'll probably take the 4th down if they don't make it this time.
Francis is in the slot right. Lots of time. Up the middle, complete to Rickman. 1st down. 1:36 on the clock. The ball now at the Chicago 47-yard line.
Rickman beat the double team inside outside. There's Livers and Walderscheid both there. Rickman came back and got the ball.
Slot formation right. Atlanta trying to do it. Rickman has 84 yards on 6 receptions. A flag down.
It's going against Atlanta.
Illegal motion charged against Atlanta. 1st and 15. Clock at 1:20 to play regulation time. Bears lead at 13-7.
With the 2 timeouts, you have to figure that Atlanta has plenty of time. It's really not that much of a rush.
They beat New Orleans last week with 10 seconds left. 20-17. They're not surrendering anything here. Bartkowski with time again. Incomplete. And it looked like both Mitchell and Wallace Francis took a shot at catching the ball. Mitchell, I think, saw Francis out of the corner of his eye and pulled back, and Francis had a chance to catch it. 2nd and 15.
I don't think it's quite time for the alley-oop Big Ben play yet. We got a whole minute before you have to get to that.
Well, we keep mentioning they have only 2 timeouts to call. They took one some time back in the 3rd quarter when Thomas was about to attempt a field goal. He ultimately made. Second down, 15. Bartkowski again, lots of time for Mitchell. Complete, inbounds. He caught the ball. We waited for the official sideline signal. He did stay inbounds, in control of the ball at the 32 of Chicago.
Boy, a perfect pass by Bartkowski, and Jim Mitchell showed his experience as he caught the ball, juggled his feet here. Let's make sure, see if he got in. 1, 2, and then takes punishment from Virgil Iver's 24, but he'll take that punishment any day because the Falcons have a first down on the 31-yard line with 1:09 left.
They spotted at the 31, and Bartkowski brings him out with Francis wide right, and Mitchell kind of split off the tight end right. Bartkowski away from Hartenstein. What a catch!
Oh, pinpoint passing.
Billy Rickman in traffic over there. An outstanding pass and a fine catch by little Billy Rickman. And the Falcons are here again with 1:02 to go inside the 15.
Boy, that pass was like a dart. It had to be perfect because Rickman was well covered, and it was there. And the offensive line gave him enough time to throw that ball. Bartkowski had to wait a minute, wait, and then threw it, and nobody laid a hand on him.
Hartenstein was the only Bear rusher to get any pressure on him, and it was too late. Timeout called by the Bears. We have 1:02 regulation time. The ball at the 14. First down Atlanta. They trail by 6. Tomorrow night here on CBS. CBS roars out of the gate with Bobby Vinton's Rock and Rollers, a fast-moving special, it says here, with Penny Marshall, Eric Estrada, and Stockard Channing. Then stay tuned for an hour of great comedy with MASH and One Day at a Time. And capping the evening is Lou Grant, a powerful drama that features the Reverend Jesse Jackson in a special guest appearance. That's tomorrow night here on CBS. Well, Tim Ryan and Johnny Morris, and we have here at Soldier Field today, most exciting finish to a well-played football game. The outstanding defensive play of Atlanta. The Bears coming up big in a goal line stand earlier. Bruce Herron coming up with a blocked punt that led to the go-ahead score by Walter Payton. And Atlanta with some more of their last-minute try at heroics for a victory.
Rickman now has 7 passes for 101 yards. That's a lot of balls to catch in one game, so he's having quite a game for himself.
Second-year man from Louisiana Tech.
Same school Roland Harper went to. I think he was a freshman there when Harper was a senior.
That's right. So we have the Falcons first down now as time is back in. 1:02 to go. Stanback and Strong are the running backs. This is Haskell Stanback, and he is stopped by Hartenstein and Myers at the 15-yard line for a loss of a yard. Remember, Bubba Bean left the game with a pulled leg muscle. Ray Strong has been in replacing him. Timeout has been called. 56 seconds on the clock. Falcons have one more timeout.
They figured they could catch Chicago off guard with that end run, and they had the men out front. Stanback chose to go back, try to cut back, and the pursuit was there.
Well, as we look at the Chicago skyline once more from our end zone view, a reminder that Thanksgiving Day on Thursday, there'll be big doings here on CBS. In the morning, you'll see 3 hours of parades from 5 cities, hosted by 10 of your favorite CBS stars. Jack Lord in Hawaii, Linda Lavin and Ron Liebman in New York, Valerie Bertinelli and Judy Norton-Taylor in Philadelphia, Loretta Swit and Sherman Hemsley in Detroit, Victoria Principal and Lyle Wagner in Toronto, and Bill Conrad as the General Parade Master. It's a great way to start Thanksgiving Day, so don't miss it.
I was thinking about St. Louis beating Washington. They lost 8 in a row now. Bud Wilkinson has 4 straight wins with the Cardinals.
Yes, the Cardinals are really creating problems for everybody they're playing now, because they're playing teams that are involved in key situations here late in the season in the playoff picture, and they are the real spoilers.
There you look at Neil Armstrong hoping to break this 8-game losing streak, which is a Chicago Bear record for losses in a season in consecutive order. And I'm sure he doesn't want to have it 9, as The other side of the field, the Falcons with their strategy.
Trying to go for 6 wins in a row. Bartkowski is 15 of 29 for 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And he needs a big play here. 56 seconds remaining regulation time. Strong and Patton are the running backs. Francis is wide right. Rickman wide left. He's had the hot hand in the receiving department today. Bartkowski swings it out, and it's incomplete. Intended for Strong, and the Bears had a good rush, and Bartkowski threw it a little sooner than he wanted to. Little swing pass intended for Strong.
It was a quick screen, which is really going away. The first 2 plays of this series have gone away from what they've done best when they're passing attack, and that is to get Rickman down there 12, 14 yards and let him thread his way to the open spot. Maybe they figured because they're so close to the goal line there'll be too much traffic, but we'll see what happens here. 3rd down. They got 2 more downs.
Dallas defeated New Orleans today, 27-7. That is final. Green Bay, Denver coming up for you Atlanta fans. Right at the end of our telecast. Bartkowski, sideliner, complete. Schmidt on the coverage with Walter Scheid. It was Rickman making the catch. It's short of the first down. He is inside the 10. They're spotting it at the 9, and the final timeout is now being taken by Atlanta with 44 seconds remaining. And there's that Dallas final.
Yes, Dallas 27-7 over New Orleans. So Dallas and Washington are tied with 8-4 records in the NFC Eastern Division.
Philadelphia right behind at 7-5.
But continuing what you were saying, now they've had their final timeout. They also have a 4th down play. So they're going to be in trouble if they get the first down and not the touchdown.
4th down at the 9-yard line. You see the Packers leading Denver. Atlanta area fans will be seeing that game as soon as we conclude this one. Chicago area fans will not due to local blackout policies. With this game being televised in the Chicago area, there cannot be a second game here on CBS today. But you'll get to see Johnny Morris. Jeannie going to be with you on the post-game show?
No,
for the Chicago fans?
Bruce Roberts.
Bruce Roberts, okay.
Now we have them. Remember where they are. They're on the right side, the right hash mark. Most of the room will be to the left of the Atlanta Falcons line. They need the 5 yards. The surest thing is probably if you get a wide receiver on the wide side by himself, have it be the weak side, and the little turnout. But it doesn't look like they're going to do that.
Stand back and Strong are the running backs. Wide right is Rickman. And Page is there. He gets the pass away. It doesn't matter. It's 4th down. And the Bears have held with 39 seconds left. Alan Page, number 82, breaking through to hit Bartkowski, who made a valiant effort to get the pass to somebody, but it was 4th down, incomplete.
They had the blitz on. They decided to come with everybody, and Page got free, and Bartkowski did a good job of getting out from under that, but he had no chance. Once Page put the hit on him, he tried to find somebody. There was nobody, and the Chicago Bears have held, and it appears the Chicago Bears have broken an 8-game losing streak, and the Falcons and Steve Bartkowski go down to defeat for the first time in 5 games. The Bears went with the blitz down there on that 4th down situation.
39 seconds left. Avellini, the quarterback, just falls on the ball. There'll be a lot of clutching hands wearing white jerseys down there, but the Bears will try to protect it. And time ticks away now with 27 seconds left. And so finally the Bear fans can go home happy, having tasted victory. And it came off that block punt by Bruce Herron at the 11-yard line. The Bears went in from there. Walter Payton scoring a 2-yard touchdown that proved to be the game winner. And the Falcons played tremendously defensively again today. Could not do enough offensively. The Bears defense stopped them at the goal line. And so that 2-yard touchdown by Walter Payton is the difference today. The final score, the Chicago Bears 13 and the Atlanta Falcons 7. And the Bears finally won one after losing 8. Atlanta won 5 in a row, beaten here today. And Atlanta is now 7-5 in second place in the NFC West. So for Johnny Morris, this is Tim Ryan saying so long from Soldier Field and reminding you to stay tuned as the NFL Today continues after this word from your local station.
Harold Robbins' bestseller, The Pirate, becomes a powerful television event. Starting Tuesday on CBS, Harold Robbins, The Pirate.
This is CBS.
Fred, we got a new page 1 here.
Making sure the news gets out is what my job's about. Now it's all behind. Got blue ribbon on my mind. I've got Pabst blue ribbon on my mind. More and more lately I find
The premium taste of Pabst. It's a lot to look forward to.
I've got Pabst blue ribbon on my mind.
Bart Starr just had a team meeting over on the sideline during that last timeout. He had the whole Packer team up off the bench and gathered around him. Those of you that watched the Bears break their losing streak and defeat Atlanta 13-7, welcome to Mile High Stadium in Denver. Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire, where it's 3-0. The Packers over Denver at the moment. Look at Morton out there all alone. Greg Morton. The longest Denver play from scrimmage of the day as Morton kept it, rolled out, was finally chased out by Mike Butler.
One of the great running backs in NFL history, right? He had 44 yards rushing coming in, but what a great fake. You can see Butler's already chasing Lytle and company. This is an extra effort. He's also making sure he gets out of bounds.
Yeah.
Great call.
Before this series, Green Bay had kept the ball 15 minutes, 40 seconds. Denver just over 6.5 minutes. That's how the Packers have dominated so far. They only lead at 3-0. This time Lonnie Perrin tries the left side and gets nowhere. Michael Hunt made the first hit on Lonnie Perrin.
One thing you don't want to do with a young team like Green Bay is let them build their own confidence on play in the first and second periods. Dallas really took over and sort of didn't let Green Bay move much. But Denver right now is allowing them some liberties.
About a yard is all he got. So we'll make it 2nd and 9 from their own 33. Denver in possession. Morton drops. And fires. Aiden Moses. In Packer territory. Johnny Gray and Willie Buchanan.
Here's the pass to number 25, the man that really put the Broncos into the Super Bowl. Boy, what a great bunch of playoff games he had. He just curls it up. Craig Morton stepped through a sort of a crack in that defensive line and threw a real strike. And hit. Watch what number 7 has to do to get it off. Pretty good rush by Butler. Good throw.
Preston and Perrin now behind Morton. Another Denver first down as Perrin swings wide to right. Nothing doing again. Gary Weaver and Mike Butler smothered Lonnie Perrin.
Not much running room for the Broncos.
Packers have given up more yards against the pass than anybody else in the NFC. That's the way to go against them. That's the final score now. Seattle defeated Kansas City 13-10. The Seahawks up their record to 6-6. They're not out of the playoff picture either. Tough to run against Rob Lytle, the ball carrier. Dave Roller.
I tell you, the Pack on the down 4 are really playing tough right now. Ezra Johnson, number 78, is so fast. He's a 4.4 guy for the 40. There's Big Butler, the #1 draft choice from a year ago out of Kansas. He plays the run like a mule.
Lytle comes out. Looks like he might be hurting a little bit at the moment. 84, Vince Kenny checks in for Denver. 3rd and 10. Morton spreads him out. Lonnie Perrin is the lone setback behind him. Packers are faking a blitz, and now they do. And Morton throws outside. Caught by Riley Odoms. Not quite enough for a first down. Steve Luke on the coverage.
Craig Morton threw that as soon as possible. And watch the back to your right. Perrin pick up the blitzer. Douglas, the ball is thrown early. And Odoms is one of the agile big men you'll ever see in this league. But they're short of it, huh?
But they check in with another tight end, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Bob Moore. The 8-year veteran from Stanford checks in with Odoms.
And Keyworth, too, who is an outstanding receiver from the fullback spot.
They need about 2 yards. This is a real gamble by Red Miller here. Packers are ahead 3-0. Denver driving their best of the day. Morton starts a shift. And the Packers are furious that they were pulled offside by that Morton shift.
If he puts him under there, he can't take him out. Oh, the center was moving. The movement of the center might have been the call, not on the quarterback. Because number 7 never put him under.
Walk-off is against Denver, and Dick Jorgensen will clarify this right now.
False start, number 7, offense, 4th down.
He did not put the hands under now, either one of them. If he did, he could not pull them away. He's going away from the line of scrimmage. Well, obviously the official did not have replay, but
Bucky Dilson enters the contest.
the official word we were just given is that you can't put your hands on your knees if you're the quarterback.
Well, where do you put them?
Guess you
put them under the center. Out of bounds. Goes Dilts' punt, stops the clock with 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Packers still lead 3-0.
Stanley presents the Cube, a simple solution to a lot of storage problems. It's a Stanley do-it-yourself project that's easy to do when you use Stanley tools to help you do it right, like the Stanley Surfform for smoothing edges. In no time, you'll be building bedroom cubes, kitchen cubes, bathroom cubes, a cube system for your stereo system, sleeping cubes, sewing cubes, working cubes, playing cubes. The Cube, a do-it-yourself project from Stanley, the do-it-yourself company.
Stanley, we want to help you do things right.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me in one magnificent flying machine, the 79 Thunderbird. I love its luxurious cockpit. Fly with a V8 engine.
Power steering and power brakes, all standard. Glide in great style with wrap-over roof and opera windows at a down-to-earth sticker price.
79 Thunderbird. What a way to fly at your Ford dealers.
NFL action begins next Sunday with the NFL Today, followed by a full slate of regional games. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
Rather cool in Denver or wherever it is we are. Look at that.
Talking to the moon.
The Packers have the first down. Turdell Middleton and Barty Smith, their setbacks. Their own 9-yard line. They send Thompson in motion. Whitehurst still the quarterback, and Barty Smith is the ball carrier. Gets outside the 10.
You want to clarify that situation with Craig Morton and the hands under and all that a little bit? I'd like to know.
Well, they say he cannot put his hands under the center or on his knees because the defense can't tell.
Well, I never heard that, not being able to put him on the knees.
I hadn't either. But we were in communication with Norm Schachter from the NFL law office, and that is apparently the rule. Backup Denver defense is in there now with Paul Smith, Latimer, and Bryson Manor. The front three. That's Middleton. He gets maybe to the 14. It'll be third down for the Packers.
Pretty smart move by Stan Jones and Red Miller and company. That defense has been in there almost the whole first half, and they're going to need them in number 3 and 4.
One of the members of that defense is down, I believe.